What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Island Armory. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but the weather around here has been trash. So today we finally got a nice day in and I decided to make the video that I promised you. Today we have the Sig X Macro with the Eps Carry 2 MOA with the green dot on it. In my opinion, I believe this is one of the best concealed carry options that you can have. With the size of the gun and the capacity that it has, I don't think it can be beat. The price of it is actually a really decent price as well, compared to other options that are more expensive. But I did have an issue with this firearm. It took me months to get this optic in. I think it was about 3 or 4 before somebody finally had it in stock. So when I ordered it, obviously I was super excited about installing it. And when I did install it, I went out to the spot with a couple buddies of mine. And after 3 rounds, the screw on the right-hand side sheared off and hit me in the eye. I'm not one of those guys that liked wearing eye protection because they would fog up constantly, but that definitely has changed my opinion on that. It was a very scary moment. I'm not sure when it did happen, what happened to my eye. I felt something hit it and it hit it really hard. So I handed the firearm off to my buddy and then I looked in the mirror and it didn't look like my eye was bleeding or anything like that, but I will post pictures of it in this video of what it looked like and what happened. All I know is that maybe it was a defective screw and it sheared off due to the recoil. But that is the first time that has ever happened to me. I own numerous red dot pistols, and that is the only time that has ever happened. So I don't know, maybe it was just a defective screw. But after doing some research, I found out that QVO Tactical does sell specific EPS carry screws for the Sig X Macro. So I did order a couple sets of those screws, and then I brought it out and reinstalled it. And obviously I was nervous at first to shoot it, but everything seems to be fine. But when that screw did shear off, it sheared off evenly with the boss that's underneath this optic. So I had to take the optic off because one screw was still there, and it sheared off flush with it. So I knew that I didn't really want to mess with it. So I decided to contact Sig, and they sent me an RMA to have it sent back to them so that they could do the repairs. When they did do that, I got the slide back. Come to find out, they sent me a brand spanking new slide. Maybe they messed up the slide trying to remove the screw. I'm not sure, but that's the reason why I didn't want to mess with it, because I knew it was under warranty. So when I got it back, I was super happy that I got my slide back, but there was an issue with that. When they sent me the new slide, they did not send the rear sight. So then I had to contact Sig again, and then they sent me 2 set of sights, and when I got them, they were wrong. So then I had to contact them for a second time, and then they sent me 2 different style of sights, and guess what? They were wrong again. So after the 3rd time of contacting them, I finally got somebody that sounded like they knew what to look for, and they ordered me new sights and shipped them out to me right away. It took over probably about a month to get everything situated, so that was really irritating. I can say that Sig's customer service, sorry, there's some eagles flying in the background here. Sig's customer service is good, but I don't know what's up with their quality control. I mean, how would you send a slide with no rear sight but the front sight's installed? I don't understand how that happens. It was an inconvenience, and it's not like I didn't have any other options, but you know how it is. You send something off, you want it back right away, right? So after all that was taken care of, I finally got it. I installed the new screws, but my suggestion is to order at least 2 sets of those screws so that before you install the optic, you use maybe one of the screws as a sacrificial screw so that you can thread it into the holes, because it's really tough to thread in there. Actually, when I installed the screws, I was actually scared that I was gonna strip them. So I took the optic back off and then I use one screw to kind of like season the threads. And then once I put it all the way down and brought it all the way back up, I went to the other side and I did the same. So then obviously one set of screws was done for, but that's why I ordered 2, because they're not that expensive. So then now I have them installed. I have them match marked, which I normally don't do, but with that issue that I had in the past, I want to make sure. But the accuracy on this firearm is fantastic. I don't know how you could do any better at this price point. So my recommendation is, it's a great firearm, but just make sure you have the proper screws with this Optic. And I think that this Optic is a game changer, because since it's an enclosed system, dust, debris, all that stuff, you guys know all about that. It doesn't get into the LED, and when you have fuzz and dust on it, it's really easy to wipe off, and it's been great. I'll do a little bit of shooting. I'm sure you guys have seen pistols being shot before, but I'll shoot and then I'll end the video there. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the range. I'll be shooting standard 115 grain federal. Well, that's it we have for today. I got a couple pistols coming up, and that AR-15 pistol as well. Thank you for tuning in. You can't put a price in your life. Islander Armory out.